Black is back. Hello from the hole. Yes, I went ahead, go ahead and make a video today. Here I am, waking up like I always do at my parents' house, right? Listening to Benedictine the Truth, like I always do. I always start with his nice long videos every day or so, and then I move on to Coates, SCG, or whatever. Then I listen to, Prison Called Life. I haven't posted in a while. I hope he's alright. He's one of the last people I listen to. Then he has Smiles, Truth Tiger, and all the YouTubers, right? And I usually finish off with whatever Steve Brown has, right? I think he's moving today, by the way. This is April 30th. This is the day he finally moves from South Dakota down to Arizona, so good luck with that. But anyway, you get the point, guys. I want to make this video because Black Hole thought of another topic. So, here it is. God. How can I put it into words, man? It really is a shit show in this world. The fact that your parents bring you here and they act like you owe them something. They're just bringing their life meaning, like I've said a million times. And then it's like, that's exactly what these corrupt people want. And they want you to be like a grown man or whatever when you reach a certain age and you're not the little plaything anymore. And, yeah, fuck you, because I don't remember asking for any of this. People don't look at it that way. I got an art festival I'm going to try to go to. Tomorrow's like the 1st of May and everything. I might keep this up, I might not, but every so often I'll have a real dead-end topic make me feel better and help you guys feel better. Oh, and that's another thing. I noticed that you can't even put time posts on YouTube anymore. They're always taking everything away. I can't even put my Black Hole image on in the shorts. YouTube is just, everything's just getting more and more confined with robots and people live with their parents and they can't find a job and everything. It's just bullshit. Everything, the war, just everything. Nothing's good nowadays, guys. But I speak of this shit because of, my mother has like a $20 bill in her little purse, right? And my mother's dead. My mother's been gone. She was... Sorry about that. The phone rang. She was limping all the times I would see her. She'd always be limping and miserable and everything. And so I know she's hopefully in a better place. If not, then she's out of this hellhole. I even went to that place that I go to and I was talking about it. Oh, you got work or whatever. They even talked about that. Since it's so close and it go for atmosphere, I think it starts with a C. I'm not going to say it. You know what I'm talking about. And it's like, oh, your mother might have been a good woman, but is she right with God and all that? And it's like, yeah, you would say something like that. You got to be right with yourself before you can be right with anything else. I still think everything is consciousness. But anyway, just getting all this shit off my mind, guys. If I get a migraine, I fucking put on the ointment and get on here and give you guys something. You know what I'm saying? Look past the problem, That's another good point that Benedictine is making here on this video I'm watching. But anyway, let me get this out, and then I'll leave you fucking guys alone until the time is right. So, like I say, my mother has this $20 bill in her little purse in the room, and she's not even around. She's been gone, died, passed away like 3 years ago, and she was a nice person. She took care of me. But, my father knows my situation, how I can't fucking find anything, and all these thoughts in my head that causes me to lose my job, because everything is so picky in this world. And it's just making you feel like, oh, I'm just a grown man. It's just a number, just like money, paper is a number. I see beyond that crap. Hell, I even got Sesame Street playing right now, waiting for Price is Right to come on. But anyway, guys, this is how I spend my days, and I go in there and watch Family Feud or whatever. If the Thunder Oak basketball team is playing, I watch it with my father. Because we got to pretend to be a family, right? Because we are technically family, but real family are the ones that understand what you're going through. And every time that I ever do anything in this fucking world, it always makes me feel like crap, right? The only time I ever feel good is when I look beyond the world and, do things that are not of this world. Because this world just brings you down. It's been designed that way. That's why they want people to keep making them rich and having kids. So anyway, like I say, the $20 bill is in the room. And so about, 7 or 8 months ago, whenever the fuck it was, I went ahead and took it because my mother's not there anymore. And it's like, I use it so I can go get some booze. Because I've had people at that place give me some money too. It helped out. But it's just, you're just doing everything you can to cope in this reality. And then my father, I did you-know-what on the garage floor because he usually doesn't fucking come out and bother me until it's like 12 or 1 o'clock. He had one of his paper people calling for a paper. So sure enough, he comes right out after coming back, and I'm trying to hide the wine bottle here from him because, I don't want him to see me drinking. And he comes right out. I swear, guys, he comes right out. He's like, yeah, what is that on the floor? It's like, I don't know. The man he comes out to get his phone from his car, right? And it would have been disappeared for like in 20 minutes. But sure enough, my stupid ass life, I'm sure you guys can relate. He comes right out and he's like, oh, Jeffrey, what is that on the floor? That's my real name. And then I got to tell him, like, yeah, I went ahead and took a piss on the floor because I'm having a nice morning. It's fucking Monday and I got to fucking go look for work here in a minute. And it would have disappeared in 20 minutes. And then he gets all fissy and hussy about it. It's like, oh, aren't you ashamed? You know how parents are. Get out of my life. I would say get out of here so I can sell the house, but I'm not, I try to be nice. Because you're all I got. Most people are having to live with their parents and they can't even get their own place, right? So anyway, he soaks up on me for days and days, and then I fucking asked him later in the day, since I hid that from him and I was drinking some of it. I went out to the park after I was done with my fucking job search and crap because it doesn't do any good. And then I leave him a little note like, could you give me another bottle of wine? Like, since I was going to ask him when he was getting out, because it's the only thing that helps me cope besides taking walks and whatnot. And sure, he gets all antsy, like, oh, your mother's not coming back. You stole the $20 bill, and here, he gives me money. I can go get some more, which I'm finishing up now. So now I got to wait a whole nother 5 or 6 days for him to go to the store. I wrote him a little note on the counter. It's like, yeah, it's like, it's not stealing if my mother is not even around anymore. How is that stealing? My mother ain't even here. The $20 bill is just sitting in the purse. Oh, but I guess my father's getting that. Oh, if he didn't have any money, he'd have $20 nest egg. It's just, I just want to go and get a bottle of wine and some of my beer because I can't ask you for it because my father doesn't like me drinking. And my little neighbor Vince comes over and always asking about crap. Miss Ford over here always comes over and bothers my father for hours and hours, and stuff like that. I would say it's stupid, but I'm just telling you what's going on in my personal life around here, guys. And I want to see if you guys can relate to it. I wrote the little note because I always got him writing little notes because I don't want to talk to him in person. It's like, yeah, it's not stealing if my mother's not even here, and my situation. But I just write in the notes like, oh, we just don't get along, and I still want to have my 30-pack and my bottle of wine like you always give me when you go to the store. I got to wait for days and days because none of these people hire me, and I can't get my own fucking shit. And he'll probably throw a fit about it and be like, oh, I'm not. Well, then fine, because if he ain't gonna get my stuff from the store, then I ain't gonna fucking eat in the living room with him and pretend like life is great. And I cook for him sometimes I find myself having to cook everything so I can empty the fucking kitchen. So he'll go to the store and spend like $20 on a fucking 30-pack of beer and a fucking another $8 on a bottle of wine because I can't go out and get it myself. And that's just bullshit. And I have swiped some whiskey from the liquor store, and I have to hide it from them because I can't let them know that I'm drinking whiskey because my whole fucking life has to be about secrets, right? It's bullshit, guys. So now he gets all mad at me because he had to walk out and see me doing that because I was enjoying the morning. Just enjoying the morning. Nobody was around. My father's in there sleeping right now. I don't expect to see him until at least 12 or 1 o'clock. And he wakes up early on Monday morning and he sees it. He comes right out. I swear to God, he walks right out the door. He's like, what is that on the ground? And it's like, you got to be fucking kidding me. And he asked me if I'm ashamed. No, I'm not ashamed of being myself. I was having a nice morning until you came out. Because these parents, they don't give a fuck about what you truly want or need. I just want to get this off my chest, guys. It always helps me feel better when I fucking get on here and spill my guts about how stupid whatever the hell I'm going through, and if it can relate to you guys. That's my story. I didn't steal nothing. I just took the money because it was just sitting in there, and I'm broke. And it's just so stupid. Money shouldn't even exist in the first place. And every time I'm ever happy about anything in life, it's always when I'm not focused on this world, because this world is specifically designed to fuck you up. Okay, I just wanted to get that off my chest, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and post this fucking video. You guys, if you guys like it, I'll keep it up. If not, then I'll take it the fuck down. But hopefully it won't have any issues with YouTube, because you can't say the F word too many times, or you can't talk about some certain things, or they'll fucking age restrict it, or give you strikes and all this bullshit. So anyway, tomorrow's the first day of May. Steve Brown's going down to fucking Arizona today, so good luck. Hope to see you in your new place over the next couple of days. I'm sick and tired of looking for work. I'm sick and tired of fucking being forced to do things I don't want to do. I'm sick and tired of waiting by the phone and going to these stupid interviews, ask these stupid questions. Why do you need a job? Because I don't know. I need money. But you can't say things like that. Oh, I love your company. And they still won't take you. And even when they do take you, it turns out to be sucky work anyway. So it's just bullshit, guys. I'm tired of... Why in the hell would you want to bring a person in this world that they're just going to fucking suffer? And then you act like they owe you something. I don't owe you nothing. You were the one that had to have a kid. But people just don't see it that way. I took care of you, so you owe me. No, you had a kid. I don't owe you nothing. I think that pretty much sums it all up, guys. I see the minute is well over 11 minutes. So I'm just going to go ahead and post this motherfucker on here. Hope you guys like it. Yeah, this video's dead. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys again when the time is right. This is Black Hole. Handle Black Hole. What's up? Peace. Bye-bye for now. Over and out. Fuck the system. Hang in there. And don't have kids. And yeah, here's another fucking video for you guys. And I don't know when I'm going to do my next content. Thank you very much for listening to this little rant of mine. And peace. Bye-bye for now. Fuck.